everybody. Today I am coming to you from Swiss Avenue during the annual Swiss Avenue Historic District Mother's Day Home Tour. Hello.
How are you today?
Hi, I'm Eve.
Chuck Asbury.
Very nice to meet you. I mean, we're going on the historic Swiss Avenue home tour on Mother's Day. So, woohoo, I'm very excited. And
That's Ruby.
Here comes Ruby. And let me tell you, the vibes here are fantastic. It is a gorgeous Mother's Day weekend. The street is lined with beautiful people, and we are coming to you from a horse-drawn carriage. What's better than that? We are rolling by. These historic homes are looking better than ever, and if you love old houses, this is basically Disneyland for architecture nerds. So let's talk about where we are. This whole area started in the 1850s when Swiss immigrants settled here and named the road after their homeland. But Swiss Avenue really became legendary in 1905 when cotton gin millionaire Robert S. Munger and his son Colette developed Munger Place. You've all heard of Munger Place, right? Well, Munger Place is Texas's very first deed-restricted neighborhood. Munger had serious vision. He made Swiss Avenue the grand showcase boulevard with very strict rules about how they built their homes. The homes had to be at least 2 stories, built with brick or masonry, and cost no less than $10,000, which was crazy money back then. Okay, they also required huge front setbacks, so everything would look absolutely luxurious along Swiss Avenue.
You know, this is your first house.
Oh.
Keep walking.
Nope. Okay, guys, we're coming up on our first home that we're gonna go tour. Let's go take a look. This is our first stop.
Welcome to the 51st annual Swiss Avenue Mother's Day Home Tours. We bought the home in 2021, bought it from a family that had lived here 4 generations, 100 years. Super interesting family. There's a historical marker down by the corner. So y'all come on in and welcome.
Very pretty. This is really unique. Having these inlays in the fireplace is like a really unique feature. Where in the world are you going to see architecture like this? So cool. I'm so happy we're doing this. I want to do this every year. For anybody who lives in East Dallas, Lakewood, and has not been on the Swiss Avenue home tour, and you love architecture, even if you don't love architecture and you just love art, this is so cool.
Welcome everybody, happy Mother's Day. You're on the first paved street in the city of Dallas. Henry Boll was a Swiss immigrant who came to this country in the mid-1850s to be part of a communist Marxist commune on the banks of the Trinity River in what is now Oak Cliff. The members of the commune argued and bickered with one another, so the commune disbanded. Henry decided to stay and join his brother, who was already living in Dallas, on a narrow, muddy country lane. Henry then renamed Swiss Avenue after his native Switzerland. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, Charles Munger was a wealthy cotton gin manufacturer who wanted to get into real estate. So he bought all this land and wanted to develop it as the first suburban neighborhood in the city of Dallas. Mr. Munger wanted to attract a well-heeled, certain type of homeowner, businessman, lawyer, a banker, and so he instituted very strict rules. Essentially became kind of a HOA. They all had to be brick or mortar with few exceptions. One of those is the very first house that was built on Swiss Avenue in 1905. In the Great Depression, many of these homeowners fell on hard times, so they took in boarders to make ends meet. And many of those boarders in the 1930s were workers who were building what became Fair Park in anticipation of the Texas Centennial celebration in 1936. The thoroughfare closest to us is narrower than the thoroughfare on the far side of the street because it was originally a private drive for the homeowners and for deliveries to these homes. The far side was the original two-way thoroughfare to general traffic. Now the 242 homes in the Swiss Avenue Historic District are preserved in perpetuity and can never be torn down or even modified without strict permission from the city of Dallas. Welcome to the home tour again and happy Mother's Day.
Wow, that deserves an applause. That was fantastic.
This house was built in 1915 for the Green family, who owned a department store in downtown Dallas. And if you'll notice outside, there's a lot of consistencies of a green roof, the green tile floors, and there's also green rookwood tile in here, again, all on brand.
I find it absolutely fascinating how this area was established. Some guys from Switzerland just planted themselves on Swiss Avenue. Like, I didn't know that this side of the street was for deliveries and that side of the street was 2 lanes. Break away from Swiss and come play in a Tudor house.
The dining room of this house was actually in the pilot episode of the TV show Dallas. The house was owned at one point by O.L. Nelms, who was a big nightclub owner in Dallas in the 60s. His nightclubs were run by the infamous Jack Ruby, the killer of Lee Harvey Oswald. As you walk in the house, you're going to see some rookwood tile right in the beginning of the entryway, so make sure you look down, don't just walk right over it.
Okay.
Enjoy the home.
Starting here on the servants' wing, so when you get back to the restroom that the servants would use, it's a very surprising color for rookwood. It is original to the home, so please take note of it.
Okay.
The current renovation that's underway is taking great inspiration from period-appropriate materials.
Oh.
So like this is a new powder room, but when you see the rest of the home, you'll see how well it pairs and how it flows through. The renovation is also taking great care to preserve all the original details. So original floor, the trim, the glasswork, the ironwork, all original to the home and all being preserved. The little phone that's hanging out here on the left is original to the home. It's a birthday gift for the original homeowner.
Some of the homes along Swiss Avenue had space along the back where they could keep their rail cars that they would take to go downtown or to connect to larger trains and things like that. It is remembered that Rufus Higginbotham kept his private Pullman Palace car here. Such a car was a household upon wheels and train track. Appointed with sleeping rooms for family and guests, it had a bath and a dining room and a sitting room and a kitchen with quarters for a cook and a porter. From there, the family might travel in comfort to most any place in the country the rails would allow. Isn't that insane? So whether you walk the tour on Mother's Day or you're just watching us right now from home, I hope you're feeling inspired by all of this history and beauty. These homes aren't just pretty, they're a living piece of Dallas history that almost didn't survive. So drop a like if you're loving these old homes, and let me know in the comments which architectural style is your favorite. Please like and subscribe. We have all these other videos that are fantastic, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.